I want to talk about the concept of time, and I want to approach it from two different directions. On one hand, I want to talk about how you have all the time in the world to do the things that you want to accomplish, and you have the time in your day, even if you say you don't have it. On the other hand, I want to talk about how you don't have all the time in the world to do certain things, and you don't want them to slip out of your hands before your time is up. And I know that's like super contradictory, but I might get into it. Let me get into it, okay? The first way, I have lots of clients, I have lots of people that I talk to that are like, oh, man, like, I want to learn a second language. I just don't have the time, man. I don't have the time to do that. I want this certain body. I want to be a certain level of fitness, but I don't have the time to do that. If you really dissect what you're doing in a day, I guarantee you have the time to achieve whatever you're talking about achieving. Whatever. But we're going to talk about languages specifically because that's something that has been said to me a lot recently. Like, I don't have the time to pick up a second language. I'm gonna read you guys some research about how long it takes to achieve basic fluency in a easy language. So, the U.S. Foreign Service Institute has 4 tiers of languages, right? We're only gonna talk about Group 1, which is like the easy group. And in this group, we got French, German, Indonesian, Italian, Portuguese, Romanian, Spanish, and Swahili. All of those are in Group 1, right? The other ones like Arabic and Chinese and all that stuff, they're in Group 4. We're not going to talk about those. We're talking about easy languages. So, they say it takes 480 hours of practice to reach basic fluency. If you spent an hour a day, which you do have, and I'm going to tell you why you have an hour a day. If you spend an hour a day, that's a little over a year for you to become fluent in another language. If you do 2 hours a day, that's less than a year, obviously. 3 hours, even quicker. 480 hours. As a whole, that sounds like a lot, which is why people don't do it. They're like, oh man, it's going to take me a year. I don't have time for that, blah, blah, blah. If I ask you, do you have an hour of free time in your day? Collectively, you 100% do. I'm gonna go on my phone and I'm going to show y'all like my screen time usage. Bro, I got like 4 hours on Call of Duty Mobile. Like, so if I was one of those people that said I don't have time, I have 4 hours that I do have time. Throughout the day, it's not all at one time that I'm just sitting there playing for 4 hours. I'm on my break playing it. I'm on the toilet playing it. That's disgusting, but that's what I'm doing. I'm in my bed before bed playing it. I have more time. I could make more time. If I wanted to achieve something quicker or something else, I could absolutely cut back on Call of Duty. Same thing with social media. I don't know what the number is. I'm going to pull it up and put it on the screen. But I know I'm on social media for like hours and hours at a time. Mindlessly scrolling Instagram, mindlessly scrolling Twitter. And don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that you should never chill out, that you should never be on social media. But what I am saying is, if you're doing that stuff and you're saying you don't have time to achieve something else, you're just lying to yourself. If you can spend time on social media scrolling stuff that you don't care about, you can absolutely put some time into yourself. Respect yourself and make it happen. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to have to actually reflect, though. You're going to have to look at what you're doing in a day. If you have an iPhone, look at your screen time. Look at how much time you're spending on social media, how much time you're spending on whatever on your phone. It literally breaks it down, tells you how much time went into reading and information, how much time went into social media, blah, blah, blah. Look at that stuff and see where you can make some changes to make some time to do the stuff that you want to accomplish, right? Same thing with fitness. People say, oh, I don't have time to work out. And I'm like, you don't have 20 or 30 minutes in your day where you're not doing anything. I don't believe that. I do not believe that. And if you have scheduled downtime, I think that's different. I think that's different than mindlessly scrolling. If you have a nap scheduled even, I think that's completely different. So I wouldn't count that. But the time that you're spending doing nothing, you can change that. Moving on. Let's talk about the time that we don't have. We like to believe that we have forever with our loved ones, that we have forever to accomplish whatever we want to accomplish. But yeah, I'm gonna tell you right now, if you're an adult, if you're anywhere close to my age, which I just turned 30, you got a limited amount of time to see your parents, if they're still alive. Even if they're still alive, and you see your parents, once a year, twice a year, even 3 times a year. If you actually think about how many times you're gonna see your parents before they die, assuming they live to old age, that's not even guaranteed, right? If your parents are gonna live for 20 more years and you're seeing them once a year, if you're seeing them once a year and they're gonna live for 30 more years, you're only gonna see your mom and dad 30 more times, bro. That is not a lot of time, bro. That's not a lot of time. If you can make more time to see your parents, your grandparents, your siblings, if you can make more time to have conversations with them, you need to do that, bro. Because that time goes by fast. My parents are still alive. My siblings, they're still alive. I haven't lost any immediate family, thank God. But that day's coming if it's not me. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody has their time. And so, you know what I'm saying? When you actually really think about it, it's sad, but then it's like, you know what? I need to call my mom. I need to call my dad. I need to contact my siblings more. So I know I was just talking about how you got all this time. It's kind of connected. You need to make more time for things that are important, basically. Whether it's making more time to learn stuff or making more time to connect with your loved ones or whatever. Time is not infinite. So stop wasting it. Stop watching me, bro. Click off of this video and go learn something. All right? It's like midnight here. I'm about to go to bed. Thanks for watching. See y'all next time.